Can one wrong answer at the airport really ruin your entire trip? Absolutely. Every word counts when speaking to a border officer, and even a small mistake can send you right back home. From unclear travel plans to mismatched visa details, these common questions have denied countless travelers entry, without warning. Question number 1. What is the purpose of your visit? When a border agent asks, "What is the purpose of your visit?" they are trying to check if your answer matches the type of visa you have. This question is important because if your reply does not fit your visa, they can refuse to let you enter. For example, someone with a B1 business visa who says they are coming for fun or travel might be sent back right away. Officers from United States Customs and Border Protection are trained to notice small mistakes or unclear answers. Even simple things can cause concern. If you say something like, "just visiting," without explaining more, they might start asking more questions. They may check your passport, travel papers, and even your phone. If they feel your reason does not match your visa, they can cancel it and refuse entry. Question number 2. Where will you be staying? Migration officers ask where travelers will stay to check if their plans match the visa they received. Giving unclear answers like, "with a friend," or "at a hotel," without any name or address can make officers suspicious. This might lead to more questions or even a denial of entry. If someone gives the name of a hotel that does not exist, or shares a location that does not match their travel plans, it can cause serious problems. Officers may think the person is lying or trying to commit visa fraud. Question number 3. How long do you plan to stay? When asked, "How long do you plan to stay?" border officers are checking if your answer matches the rules of your visa. If the time you mention does not match your return ticket or the type of visa you have, it could raise a red flag. For example, a B2 tourist visa allows someone to stay for up to 6 months, even though the visa itself may be valid for 10 years. Saying you plan to stay for 1 year on that visa could make officers believe you might not leave on time. Customs and Border Protection officers decide how long you can stay when you arrive. If your answer sounds like you want to stay longer than allowed or does not match your return flight, you might be taken for more questioning or denied entry. Staying too long can also cause problems in the future. Question number 4. Do you have a return ticket? Border officers may want to see a return or onward ticket to confirm that the traveler plans to leave the country within the allowed stay. This ticket shows that the person is not trying to stay longer than permitted. If someone cannot show this proof, officers might believe there is a plan to stay illegally, and that can lead to being refused entry. Immigration officers have the power to decide if a person can enter. Not having a return ticket can cause delays, more questions, or even removal from the airport. This is especially strict for people with non-immigrant visas, who need to prove they will leave before their stay ends. Even with a valid visa, failure to show travel plans may cause cancellation. A clear return booking helps avoid trouble and supports lawful entry. Question number 5. How much money are you carrying? Border officers ask about money to make sure travelers can take care of their basic needs during their trip. This is especially important for people with short-term visas. If someone plans to stay for a while, they must prove they have enough money for things like food, a place to stay, and transportation. Officers may ask to see documents like bank statements, credit cards, or proof of cash to confirm this. If the traveler cannot show proof of money, they might not be allowed to enter. If it looks like they cannot support themselves, officers may think they plan to stay longer than allowed, or plan to work, which is not allowed under a short-term visa. These signs can lead to being refused entry at the border. Question number 6. Have you ever been denied entry or deported? When someone is asked this question, it is very important to tell the truth. U.S. immigration officers have access to large databases that include records of past deportations, visa refusals, and other immigration issues. These records are kept in systems like the U.S. Customs and Border Protection's TEX, and the Office of Biometric Identity Management, which also stores fingerprints and photos. If someone lies or hides a past immigration issue, it may be seen as misrepresentation. This can lead to serious consequences, including being banned forever from entering the United States. Officers are trained to compare your answers with the information in their system. Even if someone left the country on their own or withdrew their application, it is still recorded. It is always better to be honest and show proof if available. Question number 7. What do you do for work? When entering another country, border officers check how strong your ties are to your home country. This helps them decide if you are likely to return after your trip. A steady job shows that you have responsibilities waiting for you, which lowers the chance of staying beyond the allowed time. If you do not have a job or give unclear answers about your work, it can raise concerns. Officers might think you plan to stay longer than allowed, especially if your money situation is not clear or you do not have documents to support it. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers are trained to judge if your answers are believable. They might ask for proof of your job. This can include a letter from your employer, recent salary slips, or documents showing your business registration. Question number 8. Do you have any friends or family in the country? When border officers ask this question, they are actually checking if someone might plan to stay longer than allowed. Just knowing someone in the country is not a problem, but the way a person answers can affect their chances of entering. A simple yes, without giving details, can make the officer think the person may plan to stay permanently or look for work. Officers from U.S. Customs and Border Protection are trained to look at whether a person's ties to their home country are stronger than their ties to the United States. If it sounds like someone wants to live with family without a clear plan, this can lead to more questions or even a refusal to enter. Officers may also check past records or sponsorship history. Question 9. Are you carrying any prohibited items? Travelers must clearly declare all items they are bringing into the country, including food, plants, medicine, and electronic devices. Even items that seem harmless can cause problems if not reported properly. Some medicines, including those bought without a prescription, may need paperwork or approval. If these are not declared, they might be taken away, and fines or entry bans could follow. Food items can also be a risk because they may carry pests or diseases. Electronics, especially if new or in large numbers, might suggest business use and must be reported. Customs officers take false or missing information seriously. It can lead to legal trouble or being sent back. Customs officers are allowed to check bags and electronic devices to make sure the traveler's declarations match what they are carrying. Being honest helps avoid serious issues. Question 10. Will you be working or studying during your stay? If someone enters a country with a visa meant for tourism, like a B2 visa, they cannot say they plan to work or study during their stay. Saying this at the airport can lead to being sent back immediately. Only people with the right kind of visa, like the F1 for students or H1B for workers, are allowed to study or work. Officers at the border are trained to look for signs that someone might be doing something not allowed by their visa type. If they find any mismatch between a person's words and their visa, it can lead to cancellation of the visa and being banned from coming back in the future. Officers may also check documents like job offer letters or student forms to confirm the reason for the visit. One wrong answer at immigration can change everything. Which of these questions do you think is the trickiest to answer? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening travel tips.